Mike, before we let you go, what is Rutgers playing for? And I'm not saying that that's not in a condescending way in any stretch, because I love Big Ten football. I love college football, and I love watching uh, a Rutgers Maryland game. I truly do. I love watching. I actually get sick of talking about the same 6 or 7 teams on here every day when people call. So I love uh, the depth of college football in the power conferences. But I also wonder, what is this program striving for? What do they believe they can accomplish? And what's going to be meaningful for Rutgers, especially in this college football playoff obsessed atmosphere that we live in now?
Yeah, I don't think it's realistic to expect Rutgers to be a college football playoff team. I just want to put that out there. I think they're playing for two things. One, let's continue this bowl appearance streak this season. Get to 6 and 6 or better by any means necessary. The second is let's create a moment in terms of Rutgers winning a big game, which they haven't done in a very long time. Rutgers is 0-41, I believe, now against their last 41 games against ranked opponents. They almost got a win last year against Illinois, who was ranked at the time, but they blew that game late. Rutgers needs a moment. When the 1.0 era of Greg Schiano was here, they had the Louisville Thursday night game. They beat USF, who was ranked number 2 at the time, in a big upset. To get a big win similar to the Vanderbilt win last year against Alabama. Not saying it's going to be against Ohio State or Penn State or Oregon, but one of these games, like Rutgers has to have a moment that fans can really galvanize around and see like, okay, we're almost there. We won a big game. We had a big upset. They haven't really done that. They've had a few games where they were, winning as, 3-point underdogs, but they haven't won that game that nobody expected them to win in a long time. So I want to see that kind of moment this year, and I want to see Rutgers continue this bowl streak to get to a bowl for the third straight season.
Well, Mike, I keep track of stupid things like this. There are at some point I lost track and didn't keep track of it from season to season, but I was tracking double digit underdogs winning double digit upsets in college football last year. There are more than people imagine. So Oregon traveling cross country with a first time starting quarterback, although he's going to have 4 or 5 games under his belt at that point. I'm not calling the upset, but there will be much stranger upsets than that this coming season. And we see Illinois on the schedule. And correct me if I'm wrong, Rutgers had that game in the bag last year against a really good Illinois team. So
it's there for the taking. I mean, Rutgers has its best offense in, I would say, over a decade. So you have the ability to kind of have that puncher's chance. Whereas if you don't have an offense that could hypothetically be explosive week to week, and you're just hoping to grind things out, your margin for winning gets very, very thin. Whereas if you can realistically create big plays any given down, it creates a much bigger chance for you to have those big uppercuts in a game that you can't really necessarily get just from running ground and pound stuff.
Mike Broadbent, the podcast is the Night Report podcast, talking Rutgers athletics, of course, football first and foremost. Mike, we appreciate you stopping by. You're welcome back anytime, sir.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.